Hey guys, I know a few of you guys have been asking about the water cooler setup when we were going to get back to it, so I decided today maybe I would try to get some work done on it again. A few things I wanted to show you. One thing, this was the jar that we had that fluid in. That was that Thermaltake yellow fluid, the fluorescent fluid they give you, and you can see all the junk, all the clumps that accumulated in there. So not only does it really stain your lines compared to the new colored line versus the one that's been on there for about a year, it also leaves a lot of residue inside the system, which could plug up your pump, plug up your radiator. We're definitely not going to be reusing that stuff again. I went to the hardware store, picked up another one of these setups with the lamp parts. So we're going to use one as the outlet one, the draw one to the pump, and then we're going to use one as a return to bring the water back to the reservoir. And so far this is what I came up with for a reservoir. So you can see it's quite a bit smaller than the big jug we were using. It's about the right shape that I wanted. The only problem I have with it is it's not completely clear. It's not like an acrylic, but I think we'll still be able to see the fluid through it. I like the shape of it. It's very similar to the cylinder type reservoirs that you see on the market for sale, and even the black cap is going to match the inside of the case nicely. We'll make some mounts for this, and right now I'm just going to make the holes and try to get the hardware mounted in there so we can get our hoses hooked up and we can flush the system out and see how it works. Here's a shot of the reservoir with the fittings in place. Give you an idea how that's going to mount. Now we'll hook up some hoses and run some water through it. Okay, here's a shot of it running. You see the water circulating. The water in it's still somewhat green. I'm just going to flush it with tap water a few times, get all of the sediment and stuff out of the system. Right now I'm just simply testing for leaks, and we look pretty good. I'll let the pump run for a while, see if it develops any leaks. We're still going to probably put a hose clamp down here on the bottom as well as up on the top just to reassure that nothing leaks, but I don't think it will. They're on there pretty tight. But if that works out, we'll drain the system and get ready to mount it in the case. Okay, I'm starting to tear down on the Antec. We're going to remove the air cooler and stuff out of here, get the fans out of here, get ready to mount the water block and figure out where we're going to mount the reservoir on here. Okay, before mounting the water block, I decided I better take it apart and see how bad it is after all that residue that was in the fluid. As you can see, it's all green in there. It's got like a green scale buildup on it from that fluid. We're going to have to try to clean this up before we can mount it onto the motherboard. Not sure what we're going to use yet. And try like alcohol and stuff, see if we can break it down with something. Once I do get it clean, I'll let you know what actually worked on it. Okay, I don't know if you can see the difference there. We're right back down to the bare copper inside again for good heat conduction. What ended up working was some toilet bowl cleaner. We had some stuff that removed scale, lime, stuff like that from hard water stains, and it took that green slime right off of the cooler, took it right back to the copper. So I'm going to finish cleaning this up and we'll start putting it back together. Okay, I'm getting ready to mount the water block on there. We cleaned the acrylic, cleaned the fittings. Since the CPU was lapped, I decided to do a quick lap on the cooler also. I hit that with some 400, some 1000, some 1500, and some 2000. So we could get a good lap on it. And I'm just going to put a spot of this, if I can get it out of here, some of the Tunic TX4 excellent CPU compound. We're just going to put a dot of that on the CPU to give it some good conductivity between that and the water block itself. Okay, we have the motherboard mounted back in with the water block in place. Got the radiator mounted. Got to do a push-pull configuration on the radiator, remove as much air through it as possible, as well as mounting it outside the case. just to make more room in here. With all the hoses and stuff, it's going to get pretty jumbled. But we still got a lot more to do. I have to figure out where I'm mounting the pump. I need to make a custom bracket to mount our reservoir in, and then do all the plumbing and stuff on it, put everything back together. But that's going to do it for this video. I don't want the video to be too long, so stay tuned for the follow-up on this. In the next video we should have it complete and up and running.